What's up, everybody? It's me, Sergio, with Mobility Direct, and today we're going to talk about the Victory 10 Platinum by Pride Mobility. We're going to unbox it, set it up for the first time, tell you a few things about it, but first let's tune into some epic action shots. All right, folks, welcome back. Now, before I get into it, I do want to tell you about our free product catalog. It has our latest products, discount codes, and a ton of information about our company. If you want a copy, just go to our website, mobilitydirect.com. Click on the green button at the top of every page that says free catalog. Fill out the simple short form, and you'll get one in the mail within 1 to 2 weeks tops. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to unbox it, tell you a few things about it. I've got my spec sheet here. I will throw it on the screen at the end of the video, along with a hidden message that'll give you access to an exclusive discount code only available to the viewers of this video. So stay tuned till the end. So as you can see, it's going to come in 2 boxes. The smaller box has the seat. You will need a box cutter. Be very careful when you're opening the box with the seat. Don't cut too deep because, well, you might cut an armrest or you might cut the seat itself. I like to cut sideways with my blade. Don't point straight down, because then you could potentially nick your seat. All right, now it does come very well protected, so you might not really have to worry too much, but I like to just be careful when I'm cutting in there with my blade. So here's the seat. It's upside down right now. I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. This is a heavy duty scooter, 400-pound weight capacity, and it does have several seat options. We got the deluxe seat with the 20-inch wide option. You can get one with a headrest, but we decided in this case to get the one with the half back seat, 2-tone stitching. Very nice premium seat here, super comfortable for all day use. In the same box with the seats, you've got your armrests, and we'll show you how to install those in just a second. I'm gonna put them to the side. All right, so we've got the seat out of the box. You will need a blade to cut the pallet straps. Keep in mind, this scooter doesn't ship via a ground kind of straightforward FedEx, UPS type deal, because it's a really big box and it comes on a wooden pallet via freight. So you are gonna have a very big truck dropping this off, whether it's at your home or your place of business. You are gonna need some space to unbox this and set it up for the first time. With that being said, we do offer white glove delivery, so we can bring it in your home and set it up for you. Nationwide, we offer that service. We also offer nationwide free shipping, tax-free sales, and a 1-year in-home repair plan included for free. Why? Because Pride Mobility products are just made really well, and that is just our way of showing you that we're confident it's gonna work the first time, and it's gonna work for many years. So let's go ahead and take a look in the box here. It comes wrapped up with plastic all the way through. By the way, this is American made. Okay, one of the few mobility scooters that is American made, and I will go as far as saying it might be a little bit more tariff proof down the road. We all know the big word tariffs right now in the news. Well, Pride Mobility is ahead of the curve. They're making their mobility scooters in their Mississippi warehouse, and this is one of the models that they're making in the US of A. So for you patriots who like American made products, check out the Victory 10 Platinum. So here we've got a little gray lever that you're gonna need to depress to lift the tiller handlebar up. Go all the way up. That's how you lift up the tiller. And now you can take out the basket, which contains all of your accessories, your mirror, your charger, and the most important thing of all, your user manual. Read it in its entirety, folks, so you know how to operate your scooter, how to troubleshoot it, how to maintain it. You also have your keys in there as well, all inside of the basket, which attaches to the front. And I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. Right now, I'm just gonna focus on getting it out of the box, which I actually have a trick, and I'm gonna show you that trick in case you don't have any help and you're doing this by yourself. This is a heavy duty scooter, 400-pound weight capacity, huge tires, pretty big frame. You don't wanna pick this up and deadlift it, you're gonna hurt yourself. Okay, so what I do when I'm alone and I don't have help is I cut the front of the box out. Okay, so by doing this, cut along the corners in the front, I'm gonna pretty much allow it to roll out of the box. And if you've seen my other videos, you're familiar with this, right? I do this with almost all my unboxing videos. It's just the easiest way to do it. It's like a garage door in the box now. You're ready to roll. Now the scooter comes with the brakes turned off. It has automatic brakes. There's a yellow lever back here, which I want to show you really quick. If you have it in neutral mode, which is in the forward position, the wheels will roll freely. If it's in drive, it's locked. The brakes are magnetic, so it won't roll. So make sure it's in neutral position. It showed up in neutral right out of the box, so I can just roll it out right now. So here we go. Roll. You do have to kind of pick up in the back a little bit because there's a little block, 2 blocks actually, underneath that it has to clear. So you will have to use the handle in the back to pick up a little bit as you're rolling it forward. Now I'm gonna clean up the set and we'll be right back with you. All right, so we've got it out of the box. Man, I really love the matte blue color here on the body panels. And if you're not familiar with the Easy Turn technology, let me tell you about it really quick. This thing turns so sharp. Look at the front 2 wheels, how far they turn. They've got a proprietary technology built into this thing to where this 4-wheel scooter can basically turn as sharp as a 3-wheel model and still provide you with the stability of a 4-wheeler. Now, when we're setting it up for the first time, I like to always check. I'm not sure, this is a brand new model. Let's see if the batteries are connected. We just tilt forward on the body panel there to expose the batteries. And like most of their products for shipping regulations, the batteries have to be disconnected during the shipping process. So we're gonna go ahead and plug the white and black connectors into their receiving ends. There's 2 batteries, 2 12-volt batteries that need to be connected. It is a 24-volt system. There's really nothing to it. Just line up the connectors. You really can't plug it in the wrong way. There's no orientation. You can put this one in the back. You can put this one in the front. Doesn't really matter. It's just 2 12-volt batteries. It needs 24 volts to operate. So now that these are connected, you can go ahead and put the panel back on. I like to put the teeth in the front in first. There's some holes here. And then just let it kind of fall into place. There's some Velcro pieces right here that attach to the rest of the rear end there. By the way, this unit can come apart. The seat comes off easily. It's not installed yet. So let me just show you really quick. If you want to remove the batteries, you just unbuckle that strap, pull out the 2 connectors. You're reducing the weight significantly right now. Those are sealed lead acid batteries. I wish they were lithium. And then you pull up on this lever. Now think about this, right? If you're gonna put this in the trunk of a car, think about how much lighter it is now. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So it's a lot more manageable this way. And I love that about this 400-pound weight capacity, super heavy duty, rugged scooter that can go off-road, up hills, and support a huge amount of weight. That to me is really impressive. What do you think? Let us know in the comments section below. By the way, did you know that by commenting on any video and subscribing to our channel, you could win a free mobility scooter? We give away mobility scooters and power wheelchairs to random people who subscribe and comment all the time.
You're very welcome.
Do you like it?
I love it.
High five.
Sure, brother.
Yeah, this is yours. Don't cry. Oh, come on. Can I get a hug? No, don't. It's okay. No problem. Can I get a hug?
Yes.
Another hug?
Definitely.
Now, something else I want to tell you while I put this thing back together is that part of every sale goes towards funding our community donation program. We give away mobility scooters to people in need all the time. People who are homeless, or who just can't afford a new mobility scooter and they're really struggling with a walker or a cane. Like you can see on the screen now, we do this all the time. And if you want to be a part of that movement, consider shopping with us at Mobility Direct or telling someone that you know who needs a mobility device to shop at Mobility Direct. If you have a Facebook page, share this video so other people can see it and learn more about our company. That would go a long way. All right, so I'm just putting the batteries back into the cradle here. And again, we're just gonna plug the 2 connectors in. Doesn't matter which way you do it, as long as it gets both batteries. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pull the strap on. The strap's just there to keep the batteries from rattling around too much. Let's go ahead and talk about how the seat mounts. It's very easy, actually. I can do it with one hand, okay? You see that little post down there? We call that the male connector. It slides into the seat post. That seat post is height adjustable, by the way. There's a nut and a bolt that goes through this seat post. If you remove the nut and the bolt, you can raise it up or down. There's 2 inches of height adjustment range. So sit in it, see how you feel. You might want to lower it or raise it an inch, depending on how tall you are. So when you're putting the seat on or taking it off, really all you have to do is just drop that male connector into the female connection on the seat post. There's nothing to it. Just level out the seat and it drops right into place. The seat does rotate. With the lever on the side, it's gonna lock into position in several different positions, including completely backwards. So you can pull up to a restaurant table and have the most comfortable seat in the house. There's also a secondary lever here, which you can use to adjust the position forward and back. So if you wanna be closer to the handlebars, further away, you have several comfort adjustment options. Nice seating system here. So I'm gonna go ahead and install the armrests now. On the back of the scooter here, you'll be able to see some knobs, some hand screws. You don't need tools for this. You just loosen this up all the way on each side so that the rail for the armrest can slide in. And as you can see, there's holes here, so you can adjust the width of the armrests. We'll go ahead and slide it in. And we do have to pull out the pin for it to go in all the way. All right, so you can go ahead and play with the setting. If you want it closer in, further out, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it right there and tighten up that hand screw so that it's nice and firm and that armrest isn't wiggling. And we'll go ahead and rinse and repeat for the other side. I also love that the armrests do flip up, by the way. The only thing they don't do is that they're not height adjustable, but again, you can adjust the height of the seat. All right, there we go. Very nice seat once again, and I love that it rotates. So when you're getting in and out of the seat, you can flip the armrest up, rotate it 90 degrees, and then just get right in. And if the seat's too far away from the handlebar, you can bring the handlebar assembly known as the tiller closer to you, or you can slide the seat forward. Depending on your shape and size and height, you've got plenty of options to be extremely comfortable. By the way, I do want to show you the suspension coils on the front end here. This scooter has some really impressive suspension, very, very comfortable ride, really big 10-inch tires. Check out those suspension coils, not only on the front, but you got them on the rear as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get this basket on here. There's really nothing to the basket installation. It's super easy. Just go ahead and get all the contents out of the box. You've got your mirrors that come with it, the charger, and then the basket just comes wrapped in some bubble wrap. Now on the back of the basket, you've got 2 plates with a little gap for these hooks to fit into from underneath on each plate. So you line up the plates with the teeth and push down. That's it. To remove it, you just depress this clip and pick up. Nothing to it. Super easy stuff. Now I'm gonna go ahead and install the mirrors, which I think are nice to have. On the tiller assembly, you've got the Delta wraparound tiller. On the front part of the wraparound handlebar system, there's these little circle cutouts on the ergonomic grips here. Pull them out, and these are actually threaded holes for the end of the mirror assembly to fit into. So just go ahead and screw them in. Now, once you see it's about to get tight, what you want to actually do, I don't like using tools because normally I end up scratching the powder coated finish on these black mirror assemblies. What I like to do is just kind of tighten it by my hand here with my fingers at the bottom of the base, and then just it grabs on and you don't really need tools. Little tip there so you don't scratch the metal. And we'll just rinse and repeat on the other side. By the way, if you only want to use one mirror, you can use the other screw hole for a cell phone holder, which is a really nice touch. I use the cell phone holder attachment all the time. I love it. Having your cell phone mounted to the tiller assembly is really convenient for taking calls, for taking selfies, videos. I use it all the time to make videos when I'm going to theme parks and on vacation. You'll see on our YouTube channel, we have tons of videos, not just for educational purposes, but also to show you what it's like to just live your best life, go on vacation, travel. We have an airport documentary video, Disney World trips. I encourage you to check out our YouTube channel if you're not already a member. So keep in mind, folks, if you're wondering why the mirror is facing forward, all you have to do is just rotate it and it will be facing the right direction. All right, folks, well, we're almost at the finish line. I'm gonna grab the key out of the bag with the user manual. Again, read it in its entirety. It also has beep codes in there that tell you what's going on. And I'm gonna show you an example, which is probably the most common customer service request call we get all the time. If you go ahead and power this on right now, I'm just gonna put the key in the ignition. You're gonna hear, I'm gonna put the mic closer to the unit here. You're gonna hear 5 beeps. Okay, that 5 beep code, if you look it up in your user manual, tells you that the brakes are in the neutral position. The brakes are off. So it needs to be turned off. You need to hit this yellow switch here, and you can see with the sticker there, it says unlocked, N for neutral. Put it into the locked position, D for drive mode. Now the brakes are locked. So if you happen to lose control or if your batteries run out and you're on a hill, you're not gonna roll down that hill uncontrollably and end up in an alligator-filled ditch. Right? Here in Florida, we have to worry about that. The brakes are magnetic. All you have to do is let go of the throttle and the brakes kick in. You're always locked into position. You're not gonna roll around freely unless you put that lever into the forward position, neutral mode. So now if I turn it on, no beeps. And guess what? The throttle is working. And that's just a little tech tip I wanted to share with you. Keep in mind, we have tons of tech tip videos, DIY videos, repair videos. We have a whole playlist with hundreds of DIY videos. Check them out. Now let's talk about the controls and the display here on the front end. As you can see, we talked about it before, we have a Delta wraparound tiller with really nice ergonomic grips. You have a speed control knob, which is like a limiter. So if you go all the way to the counterclockwise, it's gonna limit the top speed. If you go all the way towards the hair, it's gonna increase it to about 5 miles per hour. You've got these 2 horn buttons, which actually have like a rain resistant cover on them, which is a nice touch, and a light switch. You also have the ignition, which you get 2 keys. Keep one off the key ring, keep it somewhere safe. So in case you lose one key, you don't lose both of them. The battery meter is super easy to read. It does not come fully charged, so make sure you charge your unit overnight before using it, and you'll see all the lights, including the green ones, turn on as it begins to lose its charge. The lights will turn off one at a time. You can see half the lights are off right now, indicating that it's halfway charged. Now to give it gas, throttle, you can pull back on the right to go forward or push back on the right to go back. If you're left-handed, you can push forward on the left paddle or pull back to go back. And keep in mind, even though it's in the full speed setting, if I barely touch the throttle, it's responsive. It's gonna go very slow. If I pull back all the way, it's gonna take off and go full speed. So the throttle levers are sensitive to how far you're pulling. Keep that in mind. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up. All we really have to do is show you how to charge this scooter because again, it shows up not fully charged. Definitely don't wanna use it before you charge it overnight. And as a best practice, charge it regularly. I would recommend charging it at least every time you use it for a considerable amount of time. Meaning if you're only gonna use it for 15 minutes, 10 minutes to check the mail, walk your dog, you don't need to charge it, especially if it's still fully charged. I would wait until, you use it for a good hour, until a few of the lights are off on the battery meter, and then plug it in and charge it until it's fully charged. You wanna top it off as often as possible, but don't charge at an unnecessary rate, okay? If it's almost fully charged, there's no need to charge it overnight. Charge it when it's about halfway done and the battery meter shows like it's a halfway dead battery. Plug it in overnight, get it back to the top, unplug it, or like I said, plug it in overnight. So the battery charger box, this is a unique system here that's now part of the Platinum series by Pride Mobility. It's a magnetic charging port. So I'm gonna plug one end into a wall outlet or an extension cable. which I have here. Okay, once you have power from a wall or an extension cable, the first red light at the top is going to turn red, showing you that the power is on for the charger. Okay, now this end is magnetic. Okay, previously you had a barrel connector with 3 pins that you would have to line up perfectly to plug it in and charge your scooter. Now, check this out. I just go ahead and bring it close. Bam, it snaps into place with a magnet, and there's a light on the connector there indicating that it's actually charging. And also on the charging box itself, now you've got a red light down low saying that it's charging. When it's fully charged, it'll turn green. And there's a couple of little messages here that tell you what the different light codes mean. Well, folks, we are going to wrap this video up. If you want to see an in-depth review video, comparison videos of this model and other models in its class, stay tuned, subscribe. We're going to have those videos coming out very soon. This is a brand new model, folks. The first time we get it in our hands here in our showroom. We're not just an online business. We have several locations. Come on by so you can test drive it before you buy it. So I'm going to go ahead and transition to the specification sheet on the screen along with that hidden message to give you access to that exclusive discount code. You're not going to want to miss out on that. Pay attention. Again, this is the Victory 10 Platinum by Pride Mobility. I hope you learned something today, and if I missed anything, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments section. I will personally reply within 1 business day. Again, I'm Sergio with Mobility Direct. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.